what's up guys? I'm Josh Hayhurst and I'm here at Superdojo, and today I'm going to show you how to wrap your hands for kickboxing class the Superdojo way. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so first thing that you're going to do is start with some hand wraps like this. These are 180-inch hand wraps, and they're a little bit stretchy. They're called Mexican style, and I get ours at Ring to Cage. So I have one that's already stretched out. You just throw it out there and let the entire length, hit the ground. So what I like to do is start with the loop, and you hook it around your thumb. And you see that one side usually says this side up. See it right there? And you can also tell if yours doesn't say that, you see that there's stitching and stuff, that's the side that's going to be down. So the side that looks smooth is going to be up. So you hook that loop right through your thumb and then go right over the top of your wrist. Keep it high on your wrist, right where all those sensitive bones are, right around your wrist, and you go around 3 times till you get to home base. So home base looks just like this. A lot of times you'll see some advertising with, the guys and girls that, are half naked, and they have their, their muscles are ripped and they're all oiled up and stuff, and the hand wraps are wrapped all the way down their forearm like this. That's really just for show. It's not really practical at all, so don't worry about that. Keep the wrap up as high as you can. The next thing you're going to do is go over your thumb like this and back down to home base. Some people do that 2 times, but I don't think it's necessary. Just make sure that's real tight. Then go over your wrist just like in the beginning again and return back to home base. The next step is going to be go over top of the back of your hand all the way to the knuckle of your pinky, and then go through your gun. So I call that the gun. You're going to go over the back of your hand. That's once, back to the gun again, 2, and 3. Then when you're done, you'll see that there's a little bit of skin left right there. You just cover that up back to over your wrist and to home base again. Now this is the point where it could get a little bit tight. So I like to flex my hand and get the blood flowing a little bit just like this. All right, so now we're at the part where we're gonna wrap around our fingers. Start with your pinky finger. Go all the way through your pinky and keep everything straight. Then go through the gun, over the back of your hand, back to the gun again, and then over your wrist, back to home base. Now this is the point where a lot of people start to really wrap super tight. But the layers over layers is going to keep your hands tight. You don't want it to be too tight, but you don't want it to be too loose. The next thing you're going to do is go through your Spock. So you're going to go through between there and to your gun, over the back of your hand, back to your gun again, over the back of your wrist, and back to home base. We're almost done. Last part, go through your peace sign. So since it's so short to go right to the gun again, I'd suggest going the opposite direction. So go underneath your palm to your pinky knuckle, over the back of your hand, over top of your hand, back to the gun again, back to your pinky again, then go over to your home base but on the back side. And then we finish up just like normal. Wrap over your wrist, stay high on your wrist. And this last part, really torque it in good, because keeping your wrist secure is really important. If your wrist is secure, you're going to be able to throw so many more hook punches. You're going to be able to squeeze your hand tight and smash those punches into the target. And then you finish, you see the Velcro's on top. Sometimes, for some reason, it gets twisted. Like, let's say it's twisted up like this, and I start to do it, and the Velcro's down. Just turn it one time, get it to be flat. No need to reset the whole thing. Keep twisting it tight, go all the way over, and then you're done. Just like that. It looks really cool when it's wrapped up, like a ancient samurai outfit. Looks really awesome. And the last part is going to be to take all of this and squeeze it up just like that, right up to the calluses on the palm of your hand. Give it a good squeeze. Now what's cool about this, and a lot of times people don't wrap around their thumb, they just skip their thumb. But when you wrap your thumb like that, it actually pulls the other layers together into a tighter fist. So when you hold your hand like this, you're going to feel like you're wearing a boxing glove before you even have one on. Then you slip one of those giant marshmallows on your hand, and you're going to be really secure and be able to throw thousands of punches without any damages to your wrist or your knuckles or any of the tendons in your hand. You're going to have so much more longevity. All right, so practice that a million times. The hardest part, though, is to use this wrapped hand to wrap the other hand. So just reverse the process that way. Now here's your goal. I want you to try to do it like this. Champions can do it under 3.5 minutes. So start to time yourself and see how quick you can do it. Now, if you're in a kickboxing class, you definitely don't want to be wasting so much time preparing and getting your hands wrapped. That being said, wrapping your hands should feel like a meditation process. When you're wrapping your hands, you shouldn't just be like, this is the thing, like putting my shoes and socks on. You should be thinking about like, okay, what happened to me today? Maybe the kids were crazy in the morning trying to get them off to school. Maybe my, boss or employees were, jerks or whatever. Maybe I was rushing trying to get here. I was fighting with somebody. When you wrap your hands, it's time to smash all that stuff and kind of like wipe the slate clean. Wrap your hands and just be like, all right, I'm here for one purpose, and it allows you to get into the moment. So that's wrapping your hands. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you subscribe, or you like it, or you share it with somebody that you think can use it that's been having trouble wrapping their hands. All right, guys, I'm Mr. Hayhurst. This is Superdojo, and I'll catch you in the next video.